A big announcement, as well of new tool positions. So like every year, for those who are already attending on the first year, know that STANLINER every year at MTE bringing something new. So this year is not exception. So as every year, we're starting to work around July to build positions which is dedicated specifically for Mobile Tech Expo. So okay, so this year we brought the largest amount of tools ever. That's one thing. Another thing is that we're having the largest booth ever by size. We're having the largest crew. That's another good thing. And now I guess because the time is pushing, so it's the time to make this big announcement. It was a lot of speculation, so what's gonna happen? So what's gonna happen? So let's, where's my tag? Where's my tag? Oh, my tag. Okay, I'm a little bit without tag as well, I guess. Okay, so let's switch the whole tags. Okay, to this side, right? Okay, so the big announcement is that STANLINER started to be very noticeable in Americas, which is US and Canada, back in 2014. So before the whole operations, mostly it was covering Europe. That's where STANLINER was established as a company back in 1967 by my father, Kazimierz. So right now, basically, it's like 10 years already when we are here. So 10 years, it means that since 2014, the STANLINER largest market of operations is in the US. So today I'm very proud and happy to announce that we having a new home in the States. Our location is in Niagara Falls, New York. So eventually, we are proud to be called a local company. Because besides only the operations in terms of offering the tools, we also, in the very background, started to do some projects in production as well in the US. So the thing is that the company will be growing more and more and more in the local market, and slowly some positions will be built, 100% meeting the whole STANLINER requirements. So because currently my father is working on the tools like a horse, being 70 years old, 71 to be exact. So he says to say everyone for you hello, and this year he's skipping, being too tired, but hopefully next year, or maybe on the official grand opening in Niagara, he will join us. So so basically announcement is good. So what it means in real life? Okay, so in the real life it means that sometime in April we will make announcement about the grand opening of the location in terms of you guys will be able to join us at the grand opening, you know, and like big wall of the tools and, you know, and everything was attached to it will be offered. It means that in upcoming months also we will start offering like by appointment only to visit us, you know, and you guys will be able to come if you're nearby or just like, you know, somewhere not really far or so. So then we will take care direct on spot. Definitely the e-commerce will be all over. So technically, some of you might notice that if you're going right now to STANLINERTools.com, at the very bottom you see the option US store. So when you're clicking on it right now, it says it will be launched soon. So basically, we're still working on the whole inventory to be set up, this and that. So that's what's going on. However, I really thought about it, how to make it in the way of choice, that you would be able, let's say, okay, like currently you all getting shipped tools being shipped from Canada, right? So this option still will be available, and for US customer there is no difference, to be honest. Are you buying from Canada? Are you buying from the States? It's almost the same time in transit, right? We will use a carrier currently, UPS, also for US shipped products, but it's a kind of the same. However, it's going to be a good thing that you will be able to choose, checking the inventory, what's available in Canadian location, what's available in US location. So I think it's a good thing, because otherwise, like kind of, if it would be just a pop option, you would be attached to one location, like geolocation, like the States only, and which we're finding it a little bit confusing. So right now, like I said, you're going, picking what you want, done. So that's the thing. Now, so that's regarding the, how the tools could be purchased, right? So now regarding the trainings, so the trainings basically are entering in the very final stage. So on April, I believe, we will start offering trainings, which from the 2 locations at this stage. So that will be a location in southern Florida, and that's Juan Bachetta from PDR 360, STANLINER Master Craftsman. He will take care about the trainings, which specifically will be how to use STANLINER tools in full potential. That's what it's about. That's a training, right? So that's in southern Florida as well. A lot of you know it's a Pac Nadalin, another STANLINER Master Craftsman. He is based in West Coast in Vancouver, right? So if you like West Coast California, Washington, Oregon, or somewhere in the areas, Vancouver, it's just cross the border. It's like, yeah, not so really far. So with him, we also at the final stage. So we gave for us another 2 months to finalize everything. So like I said, definitely the other announcement will follow that, okay, we open for the reservations. And again, topic, how to use STANLINER tools in full potential. Okay, so I forgot anything? No? Okay.
Covered everything.
The whole, it's just a part of crew, right? So, okay, so maybe present yourself, yes.
Well, I'm Isi Munoz. I'm from New York, based in New York. I also take care of the Spanish part of the STANLINER. So I will be running a STANLINER in Espanol. So that will be another option for you guys from the South America, Central America, if you want to have a little more guidance on the tools, where to use them, how they are being used. So that will be another option available for you guys. At the moment, it's on Instagram. Eventually, we're going to try to put it in other platforms, including YouTube, with a little more details in Spanish, so you're able to understand what we are talking about every time we use a movement of the tool and the position of the tool. It's not going to be in detail. It's going to be just a little bit of the surface, but in Spanish. So that will be me, Isi Munoz. And yeah, I mean, I like STANLINER a lot. I became a believer a long time ago, just to improve myself, to make my repairs better. And since then, I love the industry, and these guys, they share the same passion, so we became family, and I hope to meet a lot of you guys too.
My name's Jess. I'm out of New Hampshire, southern New Hampshire, Boston area. I got a shop out there. Been with STANLINE'S since 2018. Went out to Lithuania, did the training with his dad, and been with them since.
I'm Scott from Madison, Wisconsin, which is pretty far south. So, hour and a half from Chicago, probably north of Chicago, maybe 2 hours.
Okay, so I'm Vilash. I'm actually from Sydney, Australia. I'm currently the only guy trained by Kaz in Australia and New Zealand. Been with the family for a long time now. One of STANLINE'S master craftsmen as well.
My name is Juan Baqueta. I'm in Palm Beach Gardens. I have a brick and mortar there. I also have the privilege of training with Kaz in Lithuania, and I'm a firm believer that these will give you a longer life pushing dents, a lot easier, a lot cleaner. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Renatas. My name is Renatas Paulaitis. I'm actually Lithuanian, but last 20 years living in the island, actually on the border with UK, Ireland and Northern Ireland. Was teaching with Kaz about 5-6 years ago, and boys just got me in STANLINER team. And any questions from Europe, anybody wants anything, just can contact me on the Facebook or anywhere, and any answers will be answered and show what I can do for you. So, team, Thomas, what are you saying?
I'm Thomas. Thank you for meeting us. Yeah, I mean, I'm running STANLINER. Yeah, so I'm co-owner of the company. So I mean, you know, in business for a long time, I guess. You know, started back in '94, more being concentrated in development of the frame racks, and later on, you know, switched to taking care about the whole part of PDR. At the beginning, you know, I was the one who really lobbied for us to start the production of anything what's been created by my dad throughout the decades. And I mean, I'm considering myself his legacy keeper, and I want that everything what was created by his life, you know, being still active, you know, at such an age, and created the company back in 1967. So I think that he is like one of the longest still operating technician in the world, and I'm very proud about him. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so now regarding the tools, I believe, right? Okay. So let's switch the board. Okay, so that was promised that it's gonna be some new unveiling, and that exactly what it is.
Once you turn around.
Yeah, you have to push it. You have to push it forward.
Okay, so Colin covers the first position. Okay.
Any question?
Yeah. Okay. So position which we want to unveil, it's called a question mark. So the name of the tool actually popped up in our head, actually in S head, back in 2019. So we had a MTE in Vegas, and actually we brought just a few tools which somehow had not even reached the stage, right? So, and actually I remember S looked at the tool and he said, oh, it looks like a question mark. And I said, hey, it's a good name, done, you know? So we will call it question mark. But like all the time, the positions to be completely finalized and to be ready, presented for the public, it takes time. So yeah, at this time it's a 4.5 years to be exact. Yeah, so that's, you know, we're really happy to unveil you this position, which is called a question mark. So Vilash actually had a chance to try the tool in the different lengths and the different diameter, and he was the one who really lobbied to make a
Bigger version.
the larger version, which is a 1/2 inch diameter version, and in 40 inches. So, please.
Alright, so this tool, I pretty much got this tool about a year ago. Started playing around with it to see what was the potential of it. It was originally generated to do hail, a lot of hail work, but then it very quickly went into my trolley to do everything. Daily repairs, very easy to use, very forgiving. Just like every other STANLINER tool with the rolling technique and the dragging technique, this one also does the same kind of job, exactly same. Anything that's sharp to bring up really quick and clean, it's got every position to do that. So you can use it on the high point, soft tip on the rounded side, then you can drag with it, and also you got the rolling action. Definitely a tool this year that everyone's going to probably be looking at.
So maybe
I
we
will
should
do a demo
also,
with it later.
yeah, yes, for sure. But what I wanted also to say from my point, and my dad said, you need to mention it for sure for the guys. So basically, you see, like, you can see, oh, it reminds me of pirate hook. I'm correct?
Yeah.
It's kind of reminds, right? But here's the trick: the pirate hook makes a pushes in lines, right? It's a question mark overwrapping the dent. You have a circle, right? The dent is circle, so it's overwrapping it. And when you're walking, you see what's happening. It's overwrapping the dent from all sides, basically. That's where the magic is, So the tool, definitely, when the demo will be done, and like, you will see what it's about. This edge on this version left being slightly sharper, right? So, I mean, also the edge is like if you're slightly angling it to do a final finish, So this is a heavy-duty version as well. We're gonna have a 5/16 version as well, quarter-inch version. So that's what will be presented at the time of MTE. Another thing which I need to mention for you not to forget, that on Friday 10 a.m. as well, we will have a selection of the tools online as well, for those who are not attending. However, let's say some positions will be slightly different. And let me tell you, like, specifically about the question mark. So the 3/8 diameter version will be offered online only at this time. However, online customers are not gonna get the 1/2-inch diameter version. Yeah, so it's a little bit kind of, variations on availability. Yeah, go ahead.
So pretty much, most of you guys would get a dent that's like a half moon, kind of a crease. And that's what Thomas was trying to explain. With the pirate hook that we originally have, it's doing a lot of motion in the straight. This thing will actually go around the dent and get you that crease if it's in that half moon shape, and bring it up very, very quickly and cleanly without putting poke marks in it.
You talking like on the famous Tesla dent on the rear? Where
Yes,
it
so if
bunches
you
up
got
like,
something like this, and when you're using a straight tool, you can't get to that contour, this is what that's gonna do. It's gonna get into that contour and start rolling things out rather than just doing one direct push in one spot.
Is that
And
thing
then you
bent?
can also drag.
Is that bendable?
Just give for the guys
Yeah.
to see the tool. Yeah, because I mean, just trying to somehow manage the timing. Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
the beefy version, and then this is the smallest version we have, and then there's one in between, which is the 3/8 version. So
Yeah.
that one, obviously, you won't be able to bend, but these
Okay.
other ones, you can bend them, but in the way they're designed right now, I wouldn't recommend bending it.
So the other thing what I want to mention, it just for those who never owned any STANLINER'S. So we're building tools from the stainless steel.
you need to-
That's a very specialized. That's a very specialized version of the steel, which is more stronger and in a smaller diameter, right? So I mean, our quarter-inch, like, always making a show in terms of, they are super high demand. Yeah, because the way how they shaped, the way how they functioning, and the way of from what they are built. So it's all combination. So if somebody's saying to you, oh, it's just a, crazy looking shiny tool, it could look unpolished, right? It could look like whatever, but the functionality of the tool is amazing. That's what it's about, the tools, and that's what makes them so popular. And again, I can just repeat the same thing for the best selections. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. The good thing is that we actually improved the way how we're gonna capture a payment. What it means for the life, So hopefully this year it's gonna be a changer in terms of speeding up the process for taking care of you guys. Yeah. So okay. So that's a question mark, right?
So you want to talk about this pedal?
Okay,
We had
so
this last year, but
the paddles, yeah, the
All the guys
paddles.
missed
The
out.
paddles are very also. Those tools, which is considered being a surgeon line, offered in 29 inches currently. We are not having this year the short versions, but we offer the long versions. the torque it's incredible in it, the power in it, right? So if you can, like, we're gonna pass through, okay. So it's definitely a piece of art, how they are made, right? And definitely the functionality of the tools is amazing. And let me tell you this, that you would know how much effort put in the tool to build. You know, when you look at the tool, you think that, oh, so how it's built. They're taking a piece of sheet of metal, right? Using the CNC or laser cut machine, cutting in a shape, and later on just punch. Yeah, it's a kind of a work, but I mean, nothing crazy. So let me tell you how it's done in reality. The reality is that you're taking the rounded rod of 5/16 diameter. This is 8 millimeters to be exact, Eurostar. And this rod goes till the very end of the tip. Later on, you're welding with the same material, the sides, and everything is shaped by hand. Imagine how much work. That's what makes the value, and definitely the functionality of the tool. So we offer in arrow shape, as well in a paddle shape. Because of so much work on it, and the shorter versions had the handles, which is like from real surgeon tools. That's why we call this line a surgeon line. And yeah, and we're holding 5/16 versions.
Yeah.
Please check them.
Which panels do they work?
I'm sorry?
Which panels do they
Down
work?
doors, roofs, on the edges, even
It's
on
great,
hoods like towards the
anywhere.
back.
The sides,
Yeah, anywhere that like you would normally
Anywhere.
put a whale tail.
Oh, it's like a
So
like,
pretty much this thing will do the same job as a whale tail, but it's still
15 minutes.
rolling.
Okay.
Instead
Okay.
of doing like a
So I'm gonna continue talking. Yeah, and later on, I don't know,
So, yeah,
until we will be kicked
without
out.
putting
Yeah.
sharpness.
So okay. So from another complete different line.
You can go
I'm
into
sorry,
this
a little
and
bit attention, please.
So it will cut
The
through
last.
the blue and go.
Okay, so the other line which I want to present you, it's called, we named it U45. That's a cool name, huh? U45, short one? Okay, so here it's a double bent version of U45. So let me tell you what inspired to make this U45 line. So if you're seeing the tips and you are familiar with STANLINER tools, you can see, oh, I see those tips somewhere being familiar. So basically the platform of designing those tools were taken from our so-called door universals. So door universals had such a shape, right? But being extended all the way, which is created some confusion for some people. How to use the tool more, like more in full potential. So what we did, we just shortened the tip, which is having the same built-in feature of so-called door universals. Technically, it's a universal tool. Somehow we named it door universal. That's why right now this line will be called a U45, universal 45, because the tool could be used anywhere. You seeing it, this version of double bench, you probably seeing it the most, going down the window, right? So one side is rounded for very soft approach, with opposite side it's shaped flat and it's sharp, so for more aggressive approach. The tool itself could be used anywhere where you can insert the tool and have enough space for operation. That's a general rule for any STANLINER tool. So basically this one really shines a lot going through working on fenders, for example, as well, the pockets, right? Also going through those holes in front of the fender and more close to the windshield, right? Also, when you're just sneaking under the liner and working it on the fenders as well. Make long story short, down the window, direct pushing power is here, functionality is here. So I'm holding a 3/8 version. It comes in a pair left and right. So the 3/8 version offered in double bend as well as straight. 5/16 version offered in double bend as well as straight. What's the length? 30 inches, 29.5. Same stock, automatically shortened because of the double bend. That's for the 3/8 version. 23 inches, it's for 5/16. As well, okay, so please check the tools. Okay, and then where is the 1/4 inch version?
Was that the straight?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. This, where's the 1/4 inch? No, it's not. 5/16.
I want to see the 5/16.
Okay, so it's gonna go around, okay?
We got like 10 minutes.
It's gonna go to
Yeah,
the
I know, I know.
It goes to
Yeah.
like this one.
Where is the 1/4 inch
I have that
version?
one. I don't have this one.
Okay, so that's a 1/4 inch.
Oh, we had one.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm giving
I
one
like this
side,
one
but
better
it comes
than
in a piece. It comes
that
in a
idea, but I mean, that one I'm not.
And check the power in. Okay, so that's completely new, right?
I was
Also,
buying that or the other I'd buy it.
Also, we're gonna offer a tools which is on our sword base. Our sword base in slow bend mode, in slow bend mode, 1/4 inches. Self-explanatory pieces. They must have.
How many people here don't own a STANLINER tool?
Oh,
Wow.
oh. Okay, here's the thing, for those who don't know what to expect tomorrow at the booth. So let me tell you this, every year we're having 2 demo tables. What it means that at least 2 or 3 technicians gonna cover those tables. When you're taking a tool and want that you would be explained how to use the tools, that's opportunity. That's gonna be for Friday the whole day and Saturday the whole day. So use this opportunity for your own advantage. This is a very, very big deal. And I mean, in terms of the tools, like ask them as well for suggestions, what you need to get. Don't grab the most fancy looking thing, because like here it's just those which is like slightly more rare pieces. We have a tools which is like, let's say, 527, which has been for so long time and it's still one of the best sellers of the tool, So here is the same. So like cranes or snakes, anything, what's like you saying, okay, what type of work you're focusing the most, right? And I mean, that will be a suggestions for you, I guess.
Yeah, and also, I mean, most of the people that have it will know already, but the people that don't have tools and they need explanation of how to use it, we're all going to be there to show. So, sometimes people pick out the tools that we're used to seeing from other companies. These tools work completely different. So if it's something that you need explanation on, we can show you on a panel, we can explain exactly how it works.
Yeah, we're gonna offer as well, I need to mention, to save a few dollars, anything over 600, will be a subject to 5% discount, a few dollars to save. So, okay, so now what we have, besides what I showed, so 5/16 version, slightly longer, 14 inches of those sword 90, slow bend, but will be offered as well. Take a look, that's a mini snake. A mini snake, we made some mini snakes. Super nice piece. Then, the raised version of the flat tip snake. Instead of making just a kick, we made it a flow, the net, right? So that's a superior piece. Also, the flat tip snakes actually were unveiled not so long time ago and very popular right now.
Last year.
The good thing is about them that they having a more flat surface, it means more contact zone. Also having a slightly sharper side for finishing. So that's a nice piece. Super self-explanatory. There is nothing not to understand about it. Okay, another version will be offered of triple bend low base tool. That's a nice piece. Also, so self-explanatory tool. Yeah. pusher twister tool, right? Okay, now we're gonna offer a shorter version of iconic Crane Universal, which is a super popular tool in 5/16. In 5/16. Then what we have then? Okay, caravel. Caravel line. Caravel line. About the caravel line. Come on.
So this is a caravel line tool. You push primarily with this knife edge over here. The good thing about the shape of this one is you have your access hole, and the dent is close to where the access hole is. This will reach right to it, directly push on it. You can twist on it as well. Through those holes where the door handles are, the door handle hardware, going down into there, reaching the dent that's close to the edge of the door. It's fantastic for that as well. So big clean pushes and precision on the knife edge.
Thank you. And what we did on our caravels currently, you see, it's slightly shaped being S, which is STANLINER, yes. So 5/16, right? Right here is a version of the long band caravel in 5/16. Yeah, 14 inches door tool. Then, okay, and I guess also very self-explanatory tool. Industry adopted design, right? Yeah, made in STANLINER way, having our slow bend in it. By the way, regarding slow bend, where the slow bend appeared. So let me tell you, 2017, the PDR color seminar, my father came to do a demos, right? And it was a lot of questions. Oh, okay, that looks interesting, this bend, such a way, right? And I remember talking about it, saying, look, we're calling it European way. Because the US, all tools at that time, they've been straight and then they're having a cut, right? So I remember asking my dad, I said, hey, well, why you ended up in this slow bend? He said, you know why? Because then you are not hooked up to one point where you're inserting the tool and you can't go further because it holds you. So slow bend lets you to go as much as you want. That's a good thing. Right now it's used all over, but that's where it came from. So yeah, so also very, very strong tool, self-explanatory, and definitely worth every buck. That's a classic, however, slightly made in different way. If you're noticing those who are having it, let me tell you those, pilot hooks in any modification, okay, for final pinpointing, right? Direct pushing, dragging, as well as rolling, and using this side for pushes, right? All over. Again, general rule, where you have a space to insert the tool, and you enough space to maneuver. That's what you need. That's what you need. So that's a fishtail. We have quite a few selection of the fishtails, right? The tool itself, like, I don't want to give you too much info, it's confusing. What I want to say, there are easy to identify the rolling technique. The tool which is like having a slight roundness, it's automatically a rolling, and you can apply a rolling technique. However, some tools are built, designed to be used with rolling technique, but it's not having this roundness, so called. However, the fishtails, what they can do, like the vast majority of guys who are not familiar with STANLINER would say, look, how I'm using the tool. That's the tip, right? To do a pushing with the tip only. However, the tool, you have way more than that. The end of the tip as well as the heel. So tip, heel, or from left to right, You're moving metal in this way. So it's moving like this, right? And when you're doing this motion as well, slightly working towards yourself, then you're combining two techniques. It's an incredible tool also for moving any type of metal, including high stretch or aluminum. Make long story short, we have a lot. We have a lot. I definitely would recommend to stop, to ask, and to own. It's the best investment because it's not just another tool. It's STANLINER. That's it. Thank you. If any questions, go ahead until we. Yeah. But if any questions, yeah. Use every opportunity. Always later on is that.
Just watch some of your Fishtails.